Hi there, my name is Cheryl and this is Bodyweight Mania. This is brought to you by the CSUN Student Recreation Center, and it's a 45-minute calorie burning workout that's going to target your core and other major muscle groups. All you really need is a towel, a water, a safe space, and something soft to do our floor work on, either a yoga mat or maybe you're on carpet. Some optional items include either a stool or the edge of a couch or a very stable chair. We could weight things with stuff that you can find around the house, maybe a backpack filled with books, or if you're lucky enough to have dumbbells at home, then definitely grab those. What we're going to do is we're going to start you off with about a 5-minute warm-up without the music, and then we're going to add music and start going through some routines. Let's start with our feet nice and wide. Your toes are pointed out about 45 degrees, and we're just going to take a slight bend in the knee and then breathe up. And each time you come down, let's go a little bit deeper just to gradually get things warmed up a little bit. We'll do 3 more of these, and then we'll stay down into our squat. And let's stay down for this one. I want you to bring your hands into your chest. Take a look down at your knees. I want your knees to be no further forward than midfoot. If they're creeping up towards your toes, send your hips back just a little bit more, but at the same time, try to raise your chest. I know it's a lot to ask. Every time you come up from a squat, which is what we're in, you're going to not just press up through your entire foot, but you're also going to squeeze your glutes to bring all the energy towards your midline, and then come back down and squeeze your glutes as you come up. Okay. This next one, we're going to stay down and we're going to pulse and then kick. You got it. This is adding a little more intensity. This is going to be very similar to something we're going to be doing later with or without some added weight. Okay. Couple more of these. And then stay in that standing position. We're going to do something similar, but we're going to add some lateral movement in. So what you're going to do is you're going to come to the side. This one toe is going to come up, and the other knee is going to stay relatively above that ankle if you can. Your arm's going to come forward because that's going to counterbalance the fact that your hips are going back. I really want you to send your hips back and down, not just down. Send them as back as you can and down. You got it. Let's do 4 on this side. Taking a look at that knee, make sure it's tracking above the ankle, not above the toe. 2 more here. And 1 more. And let's go to the other side. You can make these shallow at first, and then gradually get a little bit deeper. Again, that other toe can come up. Engage your core. Squeeze your glute on the way up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's warm up our hips a little bit. We're going to do a hip hinge position. Feet are hip width apart. You can put your hands behind your head if you like. And what I want you to do is I want you to keep a little tension between your shoulder blades as you hinge right at the hips without bending your knees too much. Sorry about that. Got excited. The hip hinge motion should look a little bit like that. Okay. Notice that my knees are slightly bent, but I'm not going into a squat now. Okay. And I really want you to do this a few times so that you can start to limber up the hips, because this is going to be the basis of a few of the moves we're going to be doing today. Okay. Breathe as you go through this. Keep on sending your hips far back as much as you can, and the goal is to come parallel to the ground with that upper body. Let's do a couple more, and then I want you to stay in that position facing the ground. Let your hands drop. If you can, just walk on out to a plank. If that's a little more difficult, I want you to come down into a crouching position and then crawl out to a plank. I want your hands to be right underneath your shoulders. Your hands should be a slight W. And then we're going to push back into a downward dog. So you're going to lift your hips while pushing through your hands. Your gaze is back at your toes. And then come on out. And this time when you lift your hips, I want you to walk your hands back. So lift and walk back. And let's do that again. Hip hinge, walk out. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. You are going to have your hands at a slight W position to bring those triceps closer to your body. You're going to press back into the downward dog. Come back out. And let's walk back. And let's do another full one of those. Bring it out. Into your plank. Tense up. Come back out. And here we go, back up. This time we do something a little bit different. Come on down. And what I want you to do is go into a modified or real push-up. I mean, there's so many ways to do this, okay? So what you can do is you can go all the way down and then all the way up, Or you can do what's called a negative. A negative brings you all the way down, and then you put a knee down and you press yourself up. Or you can do one with even a little more help. Halfway through the negative, you can put that knee down, and then at the bottom, you can put down the other knee and bring it up. So these are much better at training your body to do a full unassisted push-up than starting with your knees from the beginning. So always start from a full plank position and only add the knees when you need to. Another way to do an assisted push-up, you can come out of push-up position now. You don't have to stay in plank while we're doing this. I just want to show you another way that you could do a push-up, and that's to grab an elevated surface like the side of a couch. You can just go into your push-up from this position, and that's going to also train the exact same muscles. Okay, let's get back into that plank position again. Anytime you're in plank, you are really firing up your entire body. You're like a stick man or stick woman. You're squeezing your glutes, you're squeezing your core, you're pressing back through the heels. Now I want you to step your feet up to your hands and come on up. Let's do that reverse. Let's go down, step one foot back, other foot back, really tight, nice plank. Come down to a negative. If you can push up, great. If not, just put down a knee, push up, perfect. Come back up. Let's do it again. Down, step back, optional push up, step up, and this time let's make it more dynamic. We're gonna come down. If you can, jump both feet back, push up, and come up. Keeping in mind that if you don't like these, a great way to help yourself is to grab that stool, and you can put your hands on that, and you can start from the top, put your hands on, go into your push-up, and then jump back up. Okay, that's all, however you like to do these. You might recognize these as burpees, right? So bring them out, push-up or modified push-up. Give me a jump at the top, push-up or modified push-up, and give me a jump at the top, okay? So hopefully you're getting a preview of a lot of things that we're going to be doing today, as well as starting to elevate your heart rate. So everybody grab a really quick drink of water before we get started, because we're going to go into our first segment. And so this first segment is going to be targeting our glutes and our core and our balance. So this is airplanes or deadlifts with a kickstand. So the airplane, you're going to plant your foot nice and solid, okay? You don't want trainers with a lot of cushion on the bottom because you want to be able to feel the ground. You might even be better off in bare feet if you're in your house, okay? So grip the ground with that solid foot. You're going to straighten out the other leg, and then you're going to kick it back until it forces you over, but don't bend over until you're forced to. So you're going to raise that leg up and then come back down. So this is working on that hip hinge that we were warming up before. Okay. If that's out of your reach, you're going to take one foot behind the other, and you're going to do the same hip hinge motion and come back up. If all of that's too easy, you're going to grab a weight. Okay. So from the airplane position with a weight, it's going to look like this. From the kickstand position, it's going to look like this. Okay. We're going to do 8 on each side. And then we're going to have a short break. In the short break, you can either dance, you can jumping jack, or you can jump squat, okay? So remember, the squat, just like we were practicing, your hips come back and down, okay? When you add a jump into that, you just add an explosive motion, point the toes at the bottom so that they're the first things that are going to hit the mat when you come back down. All right, so a lot of options for the in-between, either kickstand, deadlift, or airplane for the start. Okay, so we're going to do 8 on each side, take a break, 8 on each side, take a break, and then 4 on each side. Let's get this party started. Plant your foot. Grab a weight if you need it. Here we go. Two more. Switch sides.
There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the
4 more.
with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
2 more. 1 more.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time.
Dance or jack
It's time to come together.
or jumping squat.
It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around.
8 each side.
It's a celebration.
4 more.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate.
Switch.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
4 more.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
Four each side.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. It's a
Lift up.
celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Come on and celebrate tonight. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright. Let's celebrate.
Grab a little bit of water, guys. This next one, we are going to do some of those squats that we saw in the warm-up. These are called sumo squats because you have a wide stance and your feet are out. You can do these with body weight only. We're going to try to do a pulse kick. That would be 1 rep. If you don't like the pulse kick, you can just go straight down and squeeze up. So 2 of these will be equal to 1 rep. So we're going to do 3 sets of 10 reps. And then in between, we're going to do some calf raises. Calf raises, you can just come straight up, try to squeeze at the top. If that's too easy, lift 1 foot off the ground for a unilateral calf raise. We're going to do 2 sets of those. So the first one you can do on 1 foot, and the second one you can do another. You can do this with dumbbells in your hand, with a jug of water at your chest, or like me, I'm going to grab my backpack and I'm going to put it on my front, okay? There we go. You're going to start with a nice wide stance, 3 sets of 10. Each rep is on each side, okay? Only go as low as you feel comfortable. Get ready. Here we go.
Let's go.
That's 1.
Walks barely down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of speed. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
1 more. Take a break.
How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out of my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Look out! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust.
Halfway through. Two more sets. I think that's 10. Take a break. Half raise.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey! Another one bites the dust. Hey!
Let's go.
Plenty of ways that you can hurt a man and bring him to the ground. You can beat him, you can cheat him, you can treat him bad, you leave him when he's down. But I'm ready, yes, I'm ready for you. I'm standing on my own two feet. Out of the way, the bullets ring. Repeating in the time and beat. Oh, yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get to do another one bites the dust.
Two more sets.
Shoot out.
One more. Couple of calf raises. Done. Grab the water, guys. This next one is going to be pretty similar to that, but we're going to add some lateral movement to also work our inner and outer thighs. You saw a little bit of this in the warm-up. We're going to sit our hips back and down, but behind one leg. And then we're going to do the other side. So we're going to do 8 and 8, then 4, then 4. Before we do that, we're going to either grab some weight and do a split stance, hip hinge with a side raise, okay? Split stance, hip hinge, side raise, okay? We're gonna do 8 and 8. If you don't have weights, you might just wanna do jumping jacks, or you might just wanna do unweighted reverse flies, okay? So we're gonna do 8 each side with the arms, 8 each side with the legs, and then 4 each side with the legs, and then we're gonna repeat the whole series again. Weighted, unweighted.
Up in this dancery, got you open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated while you're waiting, so just dance for me. Let's get it crunk, don't have fun, on up in this dancery, got you open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated while you're waiting.
4.
Come on, everybody, get on up. Come on, everybody, get on up.
Wide.
Come on, everybody, get on up. Let's get it crunk, don't have fun, on up in this dancery. Got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated while you're waiting, so just dance for. Let's get it crunk, don't have fun, on up in this dancery. Got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated while
Switch.
you're waiting, so
4.
come on, everybody, get on up. Come on, everybody, get on up.
Switch.
Come on, everybody, get on up. Come on, everybody, get on up.
Breathe. Split stance. 8 each arm.
Great track pumping, everybody's jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your bodies bumping. Great track pumping, everybody's jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your bodies bumping. Great track pumping, everybody's jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your bodies bumping. Great track pumping, everybody's jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your bodies
4.
bumping.
8.
Let's get it crunk.
4, 6, 4. Good job. Grab some water. This next one, we are going to get a little bit more cardio. We're going to do those burpees that we were practicing. There's a lot of ways to do them, and you've seen that. One is with the bench, and then the other is you either have an option to walk back or jump back. So with the walk back, one leg at a time. With the push-up, it's any kind you want. Negative with a knee, or extra help with both knees. And then walk up, optional jump at the top. So anything that involves a squat and a plank is a burpee. Everything else is icing on the cake, okay? Like this is a burpee, but so is the other ones that we showed you, okay? The first set of burpees is the longest, so we're gonna do 4 sets. Long, short, short, medium. In between, we're gonna do plank YMCA. From a plank position, you're gonna take one hand out of the plank and go YMCA. We all know the hand movement, but now we're gonna do it from plank, and that's gonna make it a little more unstable. The closer together your feet are, the harder it is. The further apart they are, the easier it is. If that's still not within reach, you're gonna do it from your knees. So from a knee plank position, YMCA. From a hand plank position, YMCA. These are challenging, as are the burpees. Let's get it started. The first one is the longest, the golden. Great, 4 more.
Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Come on.
You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel.
Half pose. Push back.
Young man,
And breathe.
are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you
This one
want to
is
be?
4.
I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can
Lay down.
today.
Okay.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
2 more.
You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel.
Down pose.
Young man, I was once in your shoes. I said I was down and out with the
Bring it up.
blues. I
No
felt
burpees.
no man cared if I were alive. I felt the whole world was so tired. That's when someone came up to me and said, young man, take a walk up the street. It's a place there called the YMCA. They
Put it
can
down.
start you back on your way. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Lay down. Relax. Slowly rotate your head. Breathe. Grab some water. Towel off. So if you're like me, you're sweating right now. This next one, we're going to come to the mat. We're going to work on our glutes and our core. Little jump for my love. The glutes are going to be with bridges and variations of bridges. The first one is probably the bridge you're familiar with. Your feet are close to your hips. You're going to raise your hips up and hold. And then as you go down, you're going to contract the glutes still. Okay, so you really contract, hold, contract, lower. That would be one. Another way to do this is in that bridge position, you're just going to do toe taps onto the ground. Another thing you can do is walks and walks. If those are all too easy, you're going to raise your hand up for some of those. Then in between, we are going to do some core. The core can either be with an alternating bent leg drop, a double bent leg drop, an alternating single leg drop, or a double leg drop. And at the top of each one, you can do a hip hinge off if you want, okay? So you can raise up and in a separate motion, come down. From bent, raise up, and in a separate motion, come down. We're gonna start off heavy on the glutes. We're gonna finish heavy on the core. Hang in there. Feel free to mix it up a little bit. Keep the hips high. Squeeze the glutes. Two. One. As you drop your legs, make sure the back stays on the mat. 4 more. Yourself a hug. Bridge. Core, back comes down, legs go up. Hug it out. And bridge. Come down. Legs come up. 1 minute core. 30 seconds. And hug it out, hug it out. Roll on up, grab some water, towel off. This next one, we're going to work on our obliques. You're going to come to the mat. Elbow is right underneath the shoulder. Legs can be stacked on top of each other. One rep is reach through and dip. With one knee bent, it's a little easier. Reach through, dip. Or both knees, reach through, dip. A reach through plus a dip is one rep. We're going to do 6 each side. Then we're going to do rolling plank. From the knees, it's going to look like this. Parallel arms, reach up. Parallel arms, reach up. From the feet, it looks like this. Parallel, reach up, optional, air jack, reach up, optional, jack. So we're going to do 6 each side and then 8 rolling. Stretch, 6 each side, 10 rolling. Okay? 6, 6, 8, 6, 6, 10 from your knees or with your feet stacked. Make sure you've got a nice soft surface and that your elbow is always right underneath your shoulder. The music is not starting yet, but it will in a second. You guys get a little extra break. We can fast forward this later. Okay, I'm going to approach the computer. I bet it's going to start as soon as I come here. Hi. Oh, there we go. Come on, buddy.
Caution wind, neath the bleeding sky, I called your name.
2 more.
There was no one there, and in the cold and snow, I saw your
This side.
face. And we sang a song for a little thing, magic gone, but the joy rang running me down the line. Wish you could find out love is a fragile thing, magic gone from a pretty thing. Maybe it might be time
Rolling plank.
for a better day. For a better day. For a better day.
Take a break. Stretch.
From the path of love
Stretch.
in the road of life,
Come back.
I told
Elbow under shoulder. 6 each side.
I saw your face, and we sang a song for a little thing, magic gone, but the joy rang running me down the line. Wish you could find out love is a fragile thing, magic gone from a pretty thing. Maybe it might be time for a better day. For a better day.
Rolling plank. more, two more.
Magic goes on a pretty thing, baby, might be time
You made it.
for a better day.
We've got one more, and this is going to burn some calories. We're going to do some walkouts or crawlouts like you saw in the warm-up. With an optional push-up at the bottom of each, optional jumping jacks at the top. It's going to look like this. Hip hinge, walk out, push-up, or push-up with assist. Walk back, optional jumping jacks. Another way to do it, crouch, crawl out, strong plank, pull back. We're going to do 6 of those. In between, we're going to come down to the mat. We're going to do Supermans. Supermans, you're going to squeeze your glutes. You're going to squeeze your upper back. Don't think about arching your back. Think about just squeezing those 2 muscle groups and extending your spine. It doesn't matter how far up you come. So just lift your hands and your feet. Or if that's too much, one hand, one foot. Really squeezing the glute, retracting the shoulder blades. And then after each set, we'll come into a quick child's pose. 6 walkouts or 6 crawlouts.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that.
Two more.
Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe
Superman.
it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi.
4
We
walkouts.
show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band
Come on.
bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we
Come on.
in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey,
One more.
hey,
Hold it.
oh!
Child's pose.
Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something.
So close. So close.
Funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown
Let's do
funk
5.
you up. Uptown
From
funk
here.
you up. I said uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it.
More.
Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch.
Superman.
just watch. Hey, 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 oh!
One. Oh my gosh, we made it. Oh my gosh. Grab some water, guys. Towel off. Oh my goodness. And let's start to cool down. Come back to the way we started with that nice wide stance. Slight bend, breathe up. Slight bend, breathe up. Bend and up. This next time, stay down. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your chest. And then bend over. Try to put your elbows just against your knees a little bit, against your inner thighs. Rock back and forth just a little bit. And then come back up. Bring your feet together. Reach up on your toes. Reach down behind your back, opening up your chest, sending the hands back behind you, looking up, and then shrugging the shoulders back and forward. Let's take it down to the mat. 1 foot in front, 1 foot in back. With the back leg, push against the hip. Extend your spine tall. If you want even more, extend this hand across as you put energy into the hip flexor. Hold it here. Come on back onto the hips. Toe comes up. Lean forward, but keep the back nice and flat. You really want to extend your spine up to the corner of the room or up to the sky. If you need more stretch on the hamstrings, pull the toe back and breathe. And remember, you can always do these stretches longer than I'm doing them, right? They should really be done for 30 seconds of stretch. And then come on up. Take that foot behind, the other one in front. Lean into the hip flexor. Extend your spine tall. Reach up and over. And bring it back up. Lean back. Toe comes up. Hinge forward. If you need more tension, pull it back. Next, we're going to do our quadriceps. There's a few ways to do this. One is if you're pretty flexible, you can reach back to your toe and you can pull it up and get a good stretch that way. If you've got a wall behind you, you can put your toe up on the wall, push yourself back up, sit tall. That's going to give you another good stretch. Another way to work it is from the standing position. Bring that foot up behind you, point the knee straight down, squeeze the glute forward to press the hip. You got it. Hold that for a couple more seconds. And then let's do the other leg, however you like to do it, whether it's from that floor position or up against a wall. Another way to do it is against that stool that you have. Your toe can go up on the stool, knee goes straight below, push yourself up. Oh, yes, feels good. Whew. I want to thank you guys for doing this. I really appreciate having the opportunity to put this together for you. And I hope that you learned a few things, and I hope that you can do it a few times and watch yourself progress as you repeat it.
Rhythm is a dancer.